here I am in my painting studio, and I want to come up here because I started a new painting, and I was on a walk with a friend this week, and she asked me, she said, "Catherine, where do you get ideas for paintings?" And I thought that's a pretty interesting question, because I don't paint naturalistically. Like, I don't look at a tree and then paint the tree, but my work is filled with tree imagery. And so I thought it'd just be fun to kind of riff off of that and show a painting in process. And so the first thing that comes to mind is that it's kind of like when we were children, and when we get sense impressions, and then we have this like inner world. And I remember, like, I would just start to gather things together for a drawing, or I go outside and play with stones and leaves and sticks and make pictures. Have my little animals talking, and it's kind of like this eternal spring of creativity. Just you kind of tap into this flow and of play. And I think it's to help make sense of the world too, and I just never stopped doing that. I am very inspired by symbolism and stories and poetry and myth, and so I often peruse through beautiful symbols of antiquity or many different religious traditions, and especially right now Christian iconography. And so something will capture my attention, and it's like something in me and in that image are starting to have an experience together. And so then I have this impression that arises from it, but I have to embody it with the paint and the canvas and start to bring it in, because it's very distant and foggy. And when I start to bring it in, it's hard, because it can never be this like beautiful, distant, foggy thing you have. It comes and starts to land, and it's heavy and weighted, and it's like I have to move the paint around, and it doesn't not fly right away. And so here is like about a day's work trying to bring something in. So it's really messy and blotchy and doesn't have a lot of I don't know, clarity in it yet, but I just thought it would be fun to document it over the next few days. And I also want to say that for me, often it's a period of sadness and disorientation and deep grief that moves my desire to create forward. So I find, like, after a period of a lot of tears and sadness, that there's a stillness. And then from that stillness, suddenly this sort of energy comes forward. And just starts to move in me. My creative life comes to life. Next thing you know, I have like energy like I hadn't had before, and rolling out canvas and the paints, and it's like something else is doing this other than me. And I noticed that in the process, it's like, I don't know, it's like one of the most incredible things that can happen if you can have a glimpse into this. I would hope this for anyone, because I think that there is something incredibly fertile about sorrow and moving into a place of I think of painting like a garden, a beautiful sacred garden that starts to move in the world. And I noticed that I often working with the same theme, of these birds flying out of these female figures' heads. I also, trees kind of erupting, and seeds and vines and movement. And so, so it'll be fun to see where this painting goes. I have no idea if it's going to be interesting or not, but I thought I would just begin with this process and show you where it goes this week. So I hope you enjoy.
amore non saziento. Si azzeffi rigi avrà, rigi avrà, flores fronde sudamata, non sazientur, frondes, flores non sazientur.
Okay, so this is the third day of the painting project, and I think she's officially done. And she came from 2 other paintings that I painted over and then glued together in 2 sections because she just seemed like she needed to be really long to me. And I decided to name her Bewildered by Beauty. And for now, she's done. She may transform into another painting down the road, who knows. But this is a really fun project to do in real time, and I hope that maybe you can find some resonance. And I don't know, thanks for coming along for the ride. Have a great day.